Silk Touch. Lock of the Sea. Power 4. 16 emeralds for Silk Touch isn't bad. Anyone up here yet? No one's done anything up here yet. I guess that's fine. I wonder if anyone was on at all last night. What the hell are these? What the hell is that? Bro, I was gone for like a single day. People sweat. There's no way this was done in... No shot. This was Sashrin's house, bro. I mean, good on the guy, I guess. Damn. I mean, that's cool and all, but the place is essentially empty. Now, how the fuck do I get out of his house? Nope, that's Graybo. Hello. Thanks for following, Ella Smith. Appreciate you. What the hell's my game doing? Oh, we're good. Oh shit, my boy joined. Thank you for the follow, Elara. I think it's time to start making wheat farms. I could just start like placing them around the place where I think they should fit. Like I could do one here, do one over here. Because we use a lot of wheat on the server. We just never really have the chance to replenish it. Like I need to feed the cows. Today's my turn to feed the cows today. Oops, one sec. Well, that's not gonna get loud or annoying anytime soon. Does my game freeze when I tab out? That is weird. Maybe I should just not tab out then. Let me out, guys! I get it. You want the wheat. Okay. My bad, gang. Anyone else? Wheat. Wheat for the cows. Oh, yep. There we go. There's some more baby cows. Alright, that's enough wheating. Is this using a game capture? It is, right? Okay. Maybe it's got something to do with the video settings. Performance? No. Other. What do I look like in third person when I'm teabagging this far? EP time. It's time to EP, everybody. EP time complete, I guess. That was fast. Video settings. Do I have to go like windowed? Okay. It's currently just... The game just completely pauses when I'm... Oh my god, that's massive. That's better. So zoomed in. What's my FOV like? That's better. What up, baby dudes? I keep saying I want to build a wheat farm, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Maybe because I'm just that lazy. Well, I'll figure it out, I think. Unless I just do this. I'll switch to like browser scene. And then it shouldn't disappear every time I tab out. Oh no, it definitely does. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Where's my laptop? Man, it's downstairs. Guess I could do it on my phone. Stackable wheat farm Minecraft. Well, I guess I can just do some testing. Fuck around, find out kind of thing. I really need to build myself a little house somewhere though. I can take this as my house for now. It's quaint. Sign of a good house. Random shit in a box. Guess I only keep valuables on me. Does raw beef count as a valuable? Don't know. I don't care if anyone takes those. The rails are important though. And I guess the wood. Dirt and stuff I can dig up later. Yeah, I think the rest is fine. Cool beans. Coolio. And I'll just take this door, I guess. Pop it on here. Call it a day. Don't know why I did that with a shovel. Guess I can move out of Lucas's house now. Should take my shit with me before I go. Is my shit? No. Those stairs are definitely my shit, but oh well. It's a lot of sand. Nice. Cute little house. Now we go cut down some spruce trees. Is this spruce or dark oak? It's dark oak. Not entirely what I was looking for. Is this spruce? Yes, sir. Malenko, it's past your bedtime. There's so many dark oak trees. That is not what I want. I be out here needing spruce. Oh, that is definitely spruce. Is that my house? Hell no, bro. This thing is Saturn's. It's fucking massive. He apparently spent hours making it. It's beautiful. I don't actually know where he is. He's on the server right now, but... Oh, I found him. I think he was robbing Saturn, or I think he was robbing Ken. Although, bro, had infinite free time. That's what I'm saying, man. He had, Jesus, bro. The amount of mats that he would have needed for that, it's crazy. It's like massive. I will admit it looks great, but if you go inside of it, it's literally just empty. That's how it always is with these like cool builds though, right? It's like the inside of the house is always so empty. It's got cool horse stables and stuff, but see? Empty. Oh, there's some chests over here. But otherwise, it's fairly empty. Too empty. What the fuck? Just give me a week until what? I'm gonna make something crazy? You better. This has to be like the best thing I have ever seen in my life, bro. Like, it's gotta be beautiful. I assume you're talking about like a house or something. To be fair, you already have your giant tree house. Like, it is visible from very far away. I don't think you really need to make more, but if it's for the love of the game, then sure. Meanwhile, me, I just need to make a house. Back on like old servers, Cooper used to get mad at me for that. He'd be like, Krish, why have you never made a house on the server? You just start building other shit. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just boring. People used to get mad at me for not making a home. They don't understand that I'm on the grind. I'm on that community server type shit. Like right now I'm building a wheat farm. Or at least trying to. Need a lot of wood for it though. So I'm gonna just chop down this entire thing. I'm gonna fall off any second now. Did I just... There we go. Replant the trees if you can. Ouch. Well, I got like 2 stacks of wood logs. Should be enough. Why does he have so many leaves? Enjoy it. Alright, now time to go do a public disservice by completely tearing down this entire thing. Very good. Alright. What is the point of all of these? Why is there just a... Okay. I'm fairly certain there was a whole ass house here before, but alright, that's fine. We do not question it. Is it 3 or is it... I don't remember. Will it moisturize even further or no? That I do not remember. This is why we are trusting the process and hoping things work out. Oh, it is definitely moisturizing. So 4 diagonally and 3 from the center block. Just need more dirt now, don't I? Oh, time to go landscaping. You see, one of the best ways to maximize your space when you're building stuff, or like making farms and shit, is just go upwards. Upwards is usually the play. Square. Sweet. Very sweet. We like that. What up, Patricia? Thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing good, thanks. Yourself? Uh-oh. Rip. It's all good. Oh my god, I'm tired. How do I make this? This is like... I'm busy trying to make a wheat farm for my friends because they're really crap at farming wheat. So... I guess... Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. It's been alright. Kind of busy, which is why I'm on so late at night, but it's alright. How about you? You get up to much? That's good to hear. Where are you from? Is it like still morning for you guys or nighttime where you are? Like myself or... That actually doesn't look too bad. Although I do need some fences. I think I'll go like this. Like 1, 2, 3. No, I actually might do another floor. Make it taller. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. You seem like a pretty good stream to me. I'm glad you think that. I appreciate that. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm from Australia. Yourself? If you don't mind me asking. Are streamers allowed to ask that? We are allowed to ask where our viewers are from? Surely we are. I feel like we should be allowed to. Virginia? What time is it for you guys there? You like Minecraft much? I mean, I assume you do since you're here. Damn. It's pretty early in the morning for you guys then. I would be asleep right now, to be honest. At that time. Do I stream daily? Not really. I should be, but kinda lazy, low-key. As much as I love streaming, it takes a lot of energy. What's my favorite game? The game I play the most of is probably like Apex Legends. And then just Minecraft with my friends, I guess. You're not one of those graphic design people, are you? I get a lot of those lately. Oh, and there goes all my stairs. Great. Cool. Now I need to make that second floor. Bro, this is annoying. But I think I got it. Looks about right to me. Oops. There we go. Second story of my stackable farm. How nice. I'm just gonna steal some iron from my friend and it should be fine, because I need a bucket. I'm sure he won't mind. Oh, my eyes, bro. Now I have all these oak slabs. Maybe I can make it out of oak. Yeah. Create a fence. So people don't fall. Oops. Damn, okay. Damn, Patricia Parker might have been one of those graphic design people. That's upsetting. It is what it is. Wait, now that I'm up here, how the fuck do I get down? Also, I need more dirt. 2 more dirt, that is, to be specific. Yo. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 8 more slabs. And 3 more fences. Up I go. I swear I had enough, but I guess not. Ouch. Alright. We have made the country's largest wheat suppository. This guy loves falling from high places, huh? He be doing some whack shit. No way I used 2 stacks already. All of that just for 20 logs. Sick. Pretty fucking sweet. Although I don't have any coal, so that's annoying. Oh, plenty of light. Plenty of light. Oh, and there's the ring. That's actually not a bad looking build either. Not the worst. Could be better, but you know, it is what it is. Now the question is, am I bothered building another one? No. Will I build another one? Probably later. I guess we'll have to see. Do I build one directly on this guy's property? I think that'd be so fucking funny. Need a lot of dirt for that though, so may as well get digging. That should be enough dirt, I think. Maybe. Oh, and they have dirt here as well, so it should be fine. It'll end up being 5 out from the center block, so we can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, that's not good. Alright, we're good. Well, at least I have enough dirt now. Nice. Then I edge the entire thing in logs, and then the logs get surrounded by the stairs. Very nice. Well, I don't have much of either, unfortunately, so... Those will hopefully grow extremely large. And that's hopefully. Who knows what'll happen to those. Minecraft do be doing some weird stuff sometimes. Oh. Cool. Oh, there we go. It's a bit in there, but, you know, we can dig our way in.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like seeing shit like this is curious because like a few weeks ago, I was like at a Japanese flea market, and as we all know, Japanese people will take care of their shit, like
Sure.
to a fucking massive extent. And some of the shit I found in this flea market was just like insane that it existed. Like, I found someone who had a collection of like Life magazine, which I was talking to my dad. He was like, yeah, Life magazine was like the magazine when I was growing up. By the way, my dad grew up in, was born in like the 1940s.
Right.
So he's been around for a while.
Sure.
And we found this guy who had a collection of Life magazine from like the 1930s, like
Damn.
during like wartime. And so I bought some out of like just like curiosity because I thought, damn, that is like an awesome memorabilia just to have. I don't know why he has a stack of magazines, and I read through some of the articles, and it's super interesting. Number one, to see how much time has changed, and number two, to see how much time hasn't changed. Like I brought an article that was talking about like the youths of today, and there was this article that there was this article from like Life magazine from 1938, and it was like talking about trends of what the youths were going through, and one of the articles said the big new trend that youths are going through are reading the funnies.
The funny.
Yeah, they called it the funnies.
Before it was called a meme.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn. The more time changes, the more time stays the same,
Yeah, I think
baby.
it's just like old people. When you get older, you just there's a sect of old people that just hate what anyone is doing that is younger than them.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, there was one article that fucking blew my mind where it was like it was a picture. It was a picture from like the 1800s, I should say, and it was like, this is what feminism looked like 50 years ago. Feminism has changed this much nowadays, and I'm like, damn, if Twitter saw this, shit, man, I'm like, holy shit, are we just going through like the same fucking arguments, the same fucking discussions as time goes on?
And now
Yeah.
you get it for free.
Yeah.
Basically.
And now we get that shit for free. But no, that also seeing like the amount of like different, obviously everything was like wartime. Everything was revolved around like wartime commercials and ads and getting people to, go to war at that time. And I might bring it in one day just to see, just because it is like genuinely super interesting.
Yeah, I want to check these out. It
Yeah,
sounds cool.
because like other things I saw at the flea market is like someone selling like old photos, literally from like the 1800s, just like photos of like random people. It's probably of like someone's like great grandpa, granddad, or something like that, and it was like super weird just seeing someone's like family memorabilia of like someone who probably is dead now, or probably is very old, and just seeing like the snapshots of what things were like back in the day. Highly recommend if you ever get a chance to go to a Japanese flea market, you can find some of the weirdest fucking shit
I
But
fucking
you got
love-
these Life magazines, like English magazines.
Yeah.
At a Japanese flea market.
at a Japanese flea market that someone had been collecting
The Japanese
since
flea markets are sick as
Yeah,
fuck.
since
I love
apparently the 1930s. I think the earliest one I saw was 1933. Damn. Like a,
it. People would pay good money for
and it was in
those too.
good condition as well. And I paid 1,000 yen for a magazine that came out in 19.
Yeah, I bought a last time I went to. We have like a flea market kind of near our house that they do like once a month. So like
Yeah.
sometimes Archie and I go to it, and I found this guy who was just like he just had this like blue sheet out, and it was just this this mountain of old cameras, and
Yeah.
we're talking like cameras from like the 60s, 70s, those kinds of
Yeah.
ones. Some of them were just like regular film cameras, and some of them were like actual, like some of the first video cameras that existed, where you had to like put in a physical tape inside of it
Yeah.
and like record it. And so I was like sifting through this thing, and the old dude that came up, that was running the place was just like, "Oh, you interested in cameras?" And I told him like, "Oh yeah, I film stuff for a living, and I just wanted to check it out." And he just seemed really like excited that like I guess a younger person was interested in it. So he
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh yeah, let me show you all these like different cameras." and he showed me this one camera which was like kind of handheld. It kind of has like a handle like a big gun, and then it has the lens there, and then you can flap it open and you put the
yeah.
tape inside of it.
Yeah.
And you like hold a button to record. He sold that shit to me for 50 yen. And I'm like,
Bro was trying to empty his house.
yeah. And I'm like, you know, this thing still works. Like, you get good money for this for like people who are actually collecting this kind of
Yeah.
shit. And he was just like, no, you take it. It's fine. This is just 50 yen.
It's just cool.
It's just fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I played around with it the other day. Works completely fine.
Do you guys ever miss physical photos at all? When you know, when you had to like wait to develop film and you couldn't take 5 photos at a time to make sure you had like.
Well,
the right
Aki's been
angle?
getting back into film photography.
Right.
So like we have like a book now of just like physical photos, because it's like, I don't know, there's just something about it where it's like, it's nice.
It's the charm of knowing you only have like one shot. At
Yeah,
this,
so,
you
like,
know?
make it count.
And you don't know what the photo is gonna look like until you actually like see it.
And even then, even when you get the photo developed and it's like maybe a little bit like maybe you're in the photo but you're a little bit out of focus, or like, you know, there's like some weird lighting thing.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe. It just
Yeah.
looks sick.
Bro, have you ever seen photos of your parents when they're younger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Yes. What it's I remember it's oh my god, it feels weird to like see your parents like that young, and I find it interesting because there's only like a few photos. I don't know about your parents, but there's only like a very select few hand like photos that exist of like when they were like super young. And I think about how different it would be for like our kids knowing basically the entire history of us.
Yeah.
You know, the entire history of
all
what we look
archived.
like,
Yeah.
because it's all fucking archived. It's all there.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know, for me, I think it's super fucking cool seeing my parents when they were like in high school or sometimes when they were kids. I don't know what if it's gonna be any different for our kids when they're like, yeah, there's like thousands of hours of your dad talking shit.
They might
that's
be watching this right now. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think about that sometimes, and I'm like, man, I wonder like if it's just going to end up becoming like, because you know, we kind of we kind of have that weird feeling in our generation looking
Yeah.
back at like say our parents' photos or like our grandparents' photos because of the scarcity of what there is to work off of, right?
Yeah.
But like, I wonder if the following generations, like, you know, our children or our children's children, it's just going to be like, yeah, that's normal because
Bro.
it's just so available.
Do you think your parents looked like super different when they were younger?
Oh, bro, I wouldn't be friends with my parents if they were my classmates. I'm like, my dad had like a fucking,
but I
my
think-
dad had like a fro, and I was just like, yo, what are those?
I bet if I dropped you in the 1960s now, you'd probably have like it'd probably be like a little.
Oh, I'd have no
Yeah.
friends.
It'd be
100%.
weird readjusting.
Yeah.
You know? Me too. I'd be a bit.
Okay.
I'd be alone.
Okay, hypothetical question. If you think, okay, you were in the same high school as your parents,
Yeah.
right? Do you think you'd be friends with them? Do you
Nah.
think them at 14 and you at 14 drop you guys in the same place? Do you think you'd be friends with your parents?
No.
Probably not.
Do you think they bully you?
Probably. My dad would 100% bully me.
I feel like I would just be too weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just be way too weird for anyone. 'Cause
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd,
But then
I've
again, it's
grown
hard,
up-
right? Because it's like, I don't know how the only way I know how my dad was like at 14 is
Yeah.
just from first-hand or second-hand anecdotes, right? There's no like
True.
footage.
Yeah.
And obviously, you change a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you change a lot.
So it's hard to say.
So
Was
what's
your,
the se-
was your dad cool in high school?
um,
From what you've heard.
from what I've heard,
Yeah.
I mean, he tries to play it up. And I'm like, you know, if I were you, I would do the same. So I don't blame you for that. I'd probably do that to my
Yeah,
kids
'cause-
as well. Be
'cause
like,
I-
yeah, when I was 14, I was sick. And I was like, I was definitely not sick. I was cringe as fuck.
Because I from the stories I heard, my dad seemed pretty fucking cool when he was younger. Totally fucking different life experience than me.
Yeah.
Because my dad, you know, he dropped out of school to basically just travel around and just like survive doing odd jobs, which I think would be much harder nowadays. But he definitely needed to navigate the social landscape a lot more.
That's why your dad's got that aura, man.
yeah.
He just
Bro,
knows.
he tells me about how he just like, because he grew up like in the countryside, like all the way up north in Thailand, and didn't have enough money to go to school. So he was like, I'm just gonna travel to Bangkok and then just kind of hope I find a job.
Yeah.
Riz.
He told me that.
I feel like you can tell though who's kind of done like Hail Mary stuff like that. 'cause
Yeah.
They just have this aura of like everything's gonna work out.
Yeah, and he told me the story about how he just got started selling books or something to like literally a door-to-door salesman book where you just collect books and just try to sell them, and that's just how he made some of his first money. I'm like,
Damn.
fuck, I couldn't have done that. I could not have done that.
It was a bit different back then, right? As
Yeah.
well. You didn't have Amazon. Maybe it was a little easier.
True,
If someone's
true.
playing ball now, I'm going to ignore them, especially if they're 25 feet away.
Yeah.
It depends.
It's just that unbendable will to be like, you know what, I need the money to survive. I will do anything to do it. And from there, you just like kind of learn how to figure out how to live the world. And it's just like, I couldn't fucking do that. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking now about salesmen. I was like, could I be a 1940s salesman? I can make it work. Because I feel like now if someone tries to sell me something, the first thing I do is Google it. I'm like, are they lying to me? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You just
I'll-
had to take their word for it something.
Yeah, and if they were just convincing, they were convincing.
Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
maybe talk to someone about it, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
different world, man.
I mean, you know, we have different tools at our disposal right now, but yeah, I sometimes wonder because like you said, unlike with us, where there's so much content out there to see what our life journey is like. The only thing I know about my parents growing up is literally third or like first-hand accounts about some of the stuff they did, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how much of this is true, Dad? Sometimes I think, sometimes,
shit up.
Or maybe, you know, or maybe
sometimes I
sometimes it's
think-
like the actual fact of the matter is true, but maybe they're just making it out to be a little bit cooler than it actually is.
gossip.
You know, like
Bad
my
stories,
dad.
bad storytellers.
Yeah, you know, my dad's told me plenty of stories of how like my dad used to like be a skateboarder, like,
Right.
and him and his brother, my uncle, used to skate all the time.
Right.
You know, and you know, my dad would tell me stories about like, yeah, you know, we used to skate down these like massive hills, and like we'd be like, yo, let's go, type of stuff. But like, you know, what's to say that like it could be true? Maybe my dad was a goated skateboarder, or maybe my dad was like the worst skateboarder out of his group. I don't know. There's no evidence of that.
When did skateboarding?
Skateboarding?
Yeah.
Probably like I mean, it became like a
know it's
mainstream
very-
thing around the 90s.
Yeah.
People in the 60s were doing it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so my dad would have been in his teenage years, so this would have been like early 70s he was doing this.
That shit does not work.
My dad still has the fiberglass shortboard that he used to skate on, and it's like this big.
Oh.
And I'm like, whoa, that's scary as fuck. But that's all they had back then. That was the skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just interesting how when times change,
Yeah.
a set of problems go away, but new ones arise. like obviously, like moving around is like way harder now, but also easier at the same time.
What do you mean moving around?
Like if you wanted to just like up your life and move, in a lot of places there's a lot of procedure to go through. Back in the day, a lot of paperwork, a lot of things you got to do, a lot of barriers. Back then, it seemed like you could be like, all right, I'm gonna fucking just turn up. You know, it was
Yeah.
just like the hard part was getting there.
Yeah.
Now it's like getting there is not too bad if you have the financial means, but
Yeah.
it's like, all right, maybe you gotta, you want to leave your current place? All right, you gotta fill out all the paperwork. You gotta do this. You gotta make sure you paid everything off. Gotta make sure
Yeah.
everyone knows. Gotta change all the information on everything you own. You're like, god damn, like
Yeah.
stuff gets easier, but we just add more reasons to make it harder.
Yeah, I mean, you know, back in the day, I think the biggest barrier to that, obviously, it's a lot easier to go cross border or something. I mean, I found out, I almost wasn't fucking born because I found out. My dad told me, he was like, yeah, I was actually planning to just stay in the UK for a year.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to Canada actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, why did you stay in the UK? And he was just like, don't know, just.
So
just
there was a
vibe.
chance you could have been Canadian?
Yeah, no, because like my
Canadian Ghana is
Canadian Ghana.
You can't hurt you. You can't hurt you. He's not real.
I mean, I also have a similar story where, like, when my mom decided to move overseas after she finished her schooling,
Yeah.
she had two choices.
Yeah.
One was Australia, and one was the US.
Yeah.
And the only reason why...
American Joey.
Yeah, so American Joey might have been a
Oh
thing.
my
The
God.
only reason why she decided to not go to the US was because when she brought up those two options to my grandma said, go to Australia because America has guns. And she was like, okay.
Didn't Australia have guns at that time?
Yeah, it absolutely did.
They had a lot of guns.
They had a lot of guns back then.
But it just America.
But America was just
seems
more
scarier.
dangerous and
Yeah,
scarier
it
to
just
my
seems
grandma.
scarier.
Well, I think the homicide rate was insane back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So my grandma was like, US scary, go to Australia.
Isn't that also weird? Like, when you look at stats, it was like way more dangerous in like
Yeah.
the 80s and 70s.
100%.
And you look now, and you're like, damn, but it feels more dangerous now.
Yeah, well, that's because we
Yeah.
didn't live through that.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
it's
like-
just
like
we,
the
we,
fact-
we get like fear mongering.
Like it's the whole fact that like, you know, I understand logically, but just thinking about being in that situation is hard to comprehend. Just the fact that like our parents, when they were teenagers or like young adults, would just go out and they wouldn't have a phone.
Yeah, I know,
like
right?
like it seems so simple, but you couldn't think about doing that today.
I like when
When was the last time you went out without your phone?
I mean, I remember the specific. I have such this vivid fucking memory of just. I remember that we were going to like a house party, not even a house party, a farm party. I think I've told that story before.
Yeah.
But just I remember having this holy shit moment where it was this farm in the middle of fucking nowhere, but we had a mate who had an iPhone, and he was like, "Wait, I can track where we're going because I have this thing that I can connect to the internet and it has Google Maps."
Right.
And I was like, "No fucking way you have that! Holy shit! That changes everything. What? You can do that now?"
I remember the first time
And we still got lost, by the way.
Yeah.
Arguably, I think like driving without Google
Yeah.
Maps is harder than
Oh,
existing
yeah.
without a phone.
Dude, I still remember back in the day when I was like, you know, in primary school, and in the back of my mom's car, we just had that giant fucking book of the map.
A to Z.
Yeah,
The A to Z.
The A to Z, and my mom was just like, "Can you look up so and so location?" I'd just be in the back, just flipping through pages, being
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I think it's here," and now it's just so easy.
GeoGuessr.
Yeah, literally GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr. Do you
Yeah.
remember like Yellow Pages as well?
Oh,
like
yeah.
just having everyone's address and everyone's phone number in your neighborhood just listed down.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's fucking crazy to think about
Yeah.
now when you're like
Like
shit.
just your fucking phone number
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like openly available for everyone to look at.
Right?
No way.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when my parents came to America, like my dad and Sydney's dad was having this conversation when we were like, you know, exploring a different place. How they were like, yeah, I don't know how we just like got on a bus and got to like a random city and just found our way around.
Yeah.
Like with just like instructions.
That's why
for
my,
like road
I
instructions.
I'm certain that's why my dad is so goated when it comes to directions. Just because his entire life he's never had to rely on like Google Maps to like he's just like, yeah, I just go to a place, I like just remember in my mind certain landmarks and it's just in my brain.
I think you also had to like talk to people more. I think people
Yeah.
were
Oh,
more willing to
100%.
help. 'cause-
Asking for directions probably
Yeah.
meant more back then.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
probably why, you know, when people shout out
Yeah,
hello,
sure,
you know, you
Oh, God, what, he wanted directions to get back into his house?
Yeah.
Maybe, wipe his ass too, Dom?
maybe.
Well, you know, I think you just adapt, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever, being a 90s kid, do you ever miss anything from the 90s?
Everything was fucking cool. like you fucking.
Is it still cool or is it now cream?
No, dude, being a kid nowadays sucks. Dude, like, remember when you walk into a fucking game, like just a game store, and
Yeah.
they would have like 3 console stations you could just rent?
Oh yeah.
Like that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, hell
You
yeah.
go to fucking McDonald's, everything was fucking cool, shiny. They had fucking play fucking centers.
Yeah.
Like everything was like, I feel like cool. Like they made shit that was fun for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everything's like you whip like show McDonald's now versus the 90s.
Now everything is on their goddamn iPads.
I mean, it is kind of
I
true.
mean, it is.
Yeah.
It
30
is-
years ago versus now. Though.
It is
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
true. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
shit
wow,
used
look
to
at
be like
that.
fucking playful and cool.
It's like a fucking fever.
And
dream,
like
dog.
I'm as an adult, sure, I like that everything's for me, but I kind of feel like everything's lost its whimsy and charm.
Yeah,
As we grow.
McDonald's isn't the
just-
place that like kids like want to go now.
This is just MySpace profiles versus Facebook profiles now. You know, You know, back in the day when you can like customize shit, and now everything is like
Oh, yeah.
uniform.
Can you show a 2000s gaming store interior?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is gonna
Okay.
like send you back. You're,
No.
you're gonna hear the YouTube hypercam intro as well in your head. Like, dude, look at this stuff,
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh,
dude.
oh, look at that shit, man, bro.
You know
when
what?
they had the demos on, of
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
this,
saying. The
Yeah.
games, like they had their,
Yeah,
like,
the other one I kind of miss, which I used to
Dude,
go to
that,
my,
like-
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
the shit that
God.
like. Oh, I was not old enough to do the PlayStation, but
Another one that I kind of miss that's kind of in the same vein that my dad and I used to go to was the local Blockbuster.
yeah, like-
yeah,
I miss that shit, man.
Like stores used to be fucking sick.
yeah.
yeah.
Now every store sucks. Like being a kid is boring now.
Yeah, because it's just so like easily available for a lot of people now.
That's probably what they thought when we had this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Probably what our parents thought when
It's like
we-
they gotta have everything handed to them.
yeah, you got every generation thinks the next generation has an easier time, which you know, there are some things where you know our parents probably looked at this and they were like, back in my day, we only had the Atari or Commodore 64.
No, fucking even further than that. It's like back in my day, we had to go outside for the fun.
Yeah, but I wonder, like, because I just think that, like, there was a lot more interactive stuff as a kid. There's a lot more, like,
Yeah.
when you were, like,
Yeah.
just existing, there was a lot more stuff to visually be, like, interested by. And I feel like we don't have that much now.
Yeah.
So I'm not missing my, like, I'm not saying, like, I look at that and I'm like, that's what we should have.
Yeah.
What I'm just saying is I look at it now and I feel like, damn, everything's kind of soulless now. Like,
I agree with you. I actually agree with you, but
I'm not saying my generation had we're the best. That's not the argument I'm trying to make. I'm just saying
Yeah.
like I feel like we have shifted a lot to be less kind of like I don't know, just kind of like fun.
I think soulless is the right word, and I don't.
Soulless, corporate,
Yeah.
whatever-
Corporate.
whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say.
yeah. You know.
Everything's about hard numbers now.
I think the other thing is everything's a lot more like minimalist in that
Yeah.
sense, where it's like, you know, you look at like the McDonald's example.
But why the fuck was there a big ass tree in the middle of the McDonald's? Someone had
Yeah.
to sign off on that being
Yeah.
made and paid
I
for.
was just like, oh, that's kind of fun and wacky and cool.
It's just character, you know.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
now everything's
no
like,
shot that should be signed off on.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like, oh, everything needs to be like minimal and like pristine
But
looking.
you would only get that top now in like a Disney theme park. Like that's where like the only place where you could get like theming like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't just get theming like that now.
Look at the
Yeah.
fucking mural of Ronald McDonald in the back there.
That's an
man.
insane mural.
That's
by the
sick
way.
as fuck.
I mean, this is definitely like. By the way, like this top example is by far the more like extreme
Yeah,
example.
not every
Like,
McDonald's in the
no.
90s looked like this.
Like maybe there's a better example of like a McDonald's in a.
Well, here's the big thing.
Hold on, let me see.
Here's the big thing. The picture on top looks like it was designed by a person. The picture on the bottom looks like it was designed by data.
Yeah.
It's just like fully optimized. Like I saw a video about how much this one machine
Yeah, I've seen
has
that
just
one.
like increased revenue for McDonald's. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense when you tap into human psychology about how to like optimize the human brain as much as possible to
Yeah.
extort.
They're min-maxing on that bottom
Yeah,
screen.
min-maxing on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
like 90s McDonald's. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've talked about the
just
McDonald's
like
playpen.
artwork, just like cool stuff.
Even the
like-
buildings, right? Look at that. Look at the picture of the building there on the left.
When's
Like,
the last time you saw Ronald McDonald?
No, you don't see Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, when was last time?
You don't want to know about it.
When was the last time we saw Ronald, man? Is he still like an active mascot of McDonald's? Or did he get
guess
like
so.
retired?
Yeah, but I think McDonald's realized that they're not like Ronald McDonald doesn't move in fucking big nuts. You know what I mean? Like McDonald's collabing with like fucking Hello Kitty cells.
yeah, no one could. Even back then, no one was like, "I'm going to McDonald's for Ronald."
People go to McDonald's and the food's fire and it's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
But Ronald, man.
No
But
one,
Ronald.
no one has ever said,
Icon.
"Nah, I'm going to McDonald's because Ronald's there."
That's why Ronald's the goat.
How many like big corporations still have like a iconic mascot nowadays?
Oh, KFC still has Colonel Sanders.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the mascot is like the problem.
Yeah,
I don't think the whimsy is gone because we have no whimsical mascot.
companies still have mascots. I just think like they're not maybe pushing it out into the forefront as much, especially if you're like.
Or maybe
a
they
gear
just know
corporation.
they can like maybe they look at this and they're like, look, spending an extra 50 to 100 grand isn't on the interior isn't going to move more big nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah.
kids will love it, but
Yeah.
Maybe they just figured that out.
the
But
kids will love it, but the kids aren't the ones with the money.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's only so many Happy Meals you can sell to a kid at once.
Yeah.
And they've realized maybe just selling, it's gearing it more to adults and selling like more chicken nuggets or ice cream is like way more profitable.
I definitely do miss though, like a core memory that I had was just like every time you go to McDonald's and you'd be like, oh, I wonder what the kids' meal toy is this this month or whatever, and you're just like fucking excited.
Obviously-
I hope I get the good one.
Obviously, there's also been a huge push from like governments to stop McDonald's from targeting kids.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're hooked to McDonald's forever because we love McDonald's. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've been loyal to them since the 90s. They had cool fucking shit.
Yep.
So obviously, like they can't exactly rock up and be like, "Hey, it's just a fucking plate pan. Everything's all fun and cool." Because obviously, then governments gonna be like, "Hey, you can't
Yeah.
fucking tell kids.
Yeah.
You can't make this geared
Can't
towards
make these children obese.
But that doesn't mean that like other stuff couldn't be like cool and shit and like fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like generally across the board, shit is boring.
It is. It is a lot more colorful.
But
It's
I'm
more
not look.
character.
I as an adult, if you made a Walmart like a fucking cool, fun place, I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna order shit on Amazon. You know what I mean?
No,
But-
I'm fucking going.
I'm
Are you
going to
kidding me?
Walmart as a kid.
But
yeah.
like, look. But however, I say that, but I treat going to Costco as like a fun day activity.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that
that's
is-
as an adult.
That's
you
an
know?
adult.
Costco